Good afternoon, guys. Dr. Val here. Um, so I talk about trying to be healthier, right? And there's certain things like lasagna night or macaroni and cheese night or pizza night that we all look at and go, those aren't the healthiest meals. And that's a different topic about there are things out there that you could substitute for it to be on this good, better, best sort of spectrum. Well, how can I get it to be healthier? I still want that. I don't want to quite give it up yet. So good, better, best. What would be better than what I'm doing? Well, I want to talk about taco night because we love tacos. We have tacos a lot. Well, I grew up on flour tortillas. And pretty typical tacos. So how can you make taco night healthier? My family, we do that meal once every couple of weeks probably. And I keep taco meat frozen that's already cooked up with the seasoning in the freezer that I can just grab and thaw, and voila, that takes a whole step out, and I just have to take care of the toppings then. So it makes it even easier. So we do taco night a lot. Sometimes it's just leftovers, sometimes it's actually a nice big production with lots of things. I like lots of things on my tacos. So tips on some of the things that I use that make it a little bit healthier. Now, first of all, I would say the best thing in terms of carbs, low carb, low starch, the healthiest thing that you could do for your tacos is honestly to use a romaine lettuce leaf and do like a lettuce wrap and put all your stuff in there. Because that's like almost no carbs and is super healthy. And, some organic lettuce leaf, it doesn't get much better than that. Now, I don't eat flour tortillas anymore, but there are some other options now appearing in a lot of the health food stores. I don't have any around here that I can get, but there are tortillas made with things like coconut flour, almond flour, cassava flour. There's a number of different companies out there that are actually using some of those flours, which is exciting. I don't have access to that. If you do, look for them. They're usually refrigerated, and you have to keep them chilled. And then there's, important reheating instructions. They're yummy. You can use them for sandwich wraps, but for taco nights, that's a good option if you have those. I don't. So let me tell you, while corn is not the best thing to be having, there is a alternative which I think is so much better than just corn tortillas. If you're trying to cut out flour tortillas, you don't just want to switch to corn tortillas. So I'm going to show you some of the products that I use for my tortilla night in terms of good, better, best. This is not the best thing. It's still a treat. But here's what I use. So let me flip this around. Okay. This is my indulgence. And it is Mission brand. It's found in the refrigerated section. These are uncooked, organic, and non-GMO. They have both of those signs on there, tortillas. So this is like the flour tortillas that you put it on the stove and it puffs up. It's amazing. It really does taste like a flour tortilla. It's a really good alternative. So this is kind of my splurge on taco night. Corn is high starch. If you're counting carbs, if you're on a ketogenic diet, this is probably not the thing. I would go with the lettuce wraps. But in terms of good, better, best, if you're trying to find a better substitute for your flour tortillas, this is a better substitute. At least, It needs to be non-GMO. Why? Because 85 to 95% of corn and corn products in this country are all GMO. And you're eating that genetically modified toxin, and it's affecting the bacteria in your gut directly by killing them. So those are important things to look for. This is in the refrigerated section at different stores. There's only one store in town that carries this brand here where I am, but something to look for. Also, same thing. If you're looking for a chip substitute, and stay away from corn in general, this Benito's brand are bean chips. These are white bean chips. They have black bean chips. They're a pretty good substitute. Not so good, though, if you are carb counting. So if you're doing a ketogenic diet, not really an option. Neither are corn chips. But if you're trying to find something healthier than potato chips that are, cooked in soybean oil or any of the bad oils, this at least is a little bit healthier. Again, read your labels. This is one brand of, again, these are corn chips, but non-GMO and organic. It does say organic down here. Blue corn chips. We can find this at our large warehouse food retail store here, which will remain unnamed. But many of the larger stores will carry things like this. But you want to, anytime you're buying corn products, you want to make sure it is non-GMO. So that's an alternative. I can still do chips and salsa as a treat. So that's something that I use, again, with the tacos. Beef, important. This is organic grass-fed beef. That's the biggest thing you want is grass-fed beef. If you can find it now, even places like Walmart carry grass-fed beef, which is really good. Now there's arguments that the labeling is getting lax and it's not really very good. Anyway, that's a debate for another day. But that is a better quality of beef than conventional fed. Salsas. Anytime you're doing tomato products, you want to get an organic salsa because more and more tomato products are also GMO. It's not quite as widespread, but I try to buy all of my tomato products, ketchup, tomato paste, tomato sauces, buy it organic because you don't know, since there is no labeling requirement. Cheese. All right. I'm just going to show this in terms of labeling. I did buy this, but this is an organic cheese. Okay. So all that means is this says raised on organic feed, and then it says, USDA organic. So these cows could have been fed organic corn or organic other grains, which that's not a normal diet for a cow. So just because it's organic, you don't know that it's grass-fed. There is a difference. All right, if that's all you have access to, then that's better than just conventional cheese. A really good brand is Kerrygold. Now our Walmarts are even carrying 5 or 6 different types of Kerrygold cheese. These are in the specialty cheeses, and they make a bunch of different kinds, but this says at the top, milk from grass-fed cows. Their cheese are made from grass-fed milk. That is the best kind of cheese to have. We love trying new kinds of Kerrygold cheese whenever we see a new flavor. We'll have a cheese tasting night, my son and I. We love our cheese. So those are some ways that you can take your taco night to a healthier level. And things to think about, alternatives. Don't just grab the same brands that you always grab. definitely read the labels and switch it up. So I hope that's helpful. Enjoy your taco night and strive to have the best ingredients that you can, because it does make a difference. So what is today? Thursday? Happy Thursday. And have a great rest of your day.